Hi, hello everyone. Let's discuss what are these course and what topics I'll cover in that course and how I'll be help you to be a the business analyst in your next role. So let's enter into the journey of business analyst, and it's the opportunity to get the higher salary, higher compensation, and the role is the self-interested role and the very demanding and high enthusiastic role. So let's unlocking value your journey as a business analyst, and I'll give you what things I'll cover in that course, and what are the deliverables from that course you will get. And after completing that course, what you should be. Okay, let's what is a business analyst and why the business analyst role is important, and what exactly a business analyst, and I'll be explaining. It's the business analyst is a bridge the gap. It BA is act as a license between the business stakeholder and the IT and development team. So the key roles and responsibilities of business analyst: to gather the requirement from the business team, to understand the business requirement, understand the business domain, understand the business, and then identify the business problem and business objective for the IT system, and then prepare the document and explain that document to the development team, explain that functionality or features to the development team, get the development done from the development team, and then that release do the testing in UAT environment and production support. So that's the bridge between the development team and the business team, and make them on a same page. Okay, the problem solver business should be identify the business need, business challenges, and the opportunities in the business, the IT system or the IT solutions to provide the businesses, to do the analysis on that point, to prepare the wireframes, prototype, to write down the change request document. He should be a problem solver. He should be, provide the optimum solution for the business problem. So that's the business analyst and the value creator. He should be translate business requirement into the actionable or the developable or the functional requirement or the non-functional requirement. So that will be created a value to the business, and that will be, the help to grow the business. And the and the facilitator ensure the alignment between the business goal and the project's outcome. He should be make sure that what are the business goal, what are the business objective, and that should be outcome from the projects or the product, and that should be feel will take by the business users. So that thing I'll be cover in detail, how to do that thing in business analyst, how he should be act as a facilitator, how business analyst should act as a value creator, how he should be solve the problem, and how he will be the bridge the between how what are the techniques or tools used by the business analyst to do that thing. I'll cover entire all these things in my this course. So let's learn that thing in detail. So the power and the purpose, why choose a business analyst career, why you want to be a business analyst, what are the opportunities in that field. So that's it is then high demanding. There is the need for the business analyst is continuously increasing, and there is a very growth in the role of business analyst, so constantly involving the business landscape and required skill as a BA who can gather the requirement with using the requirement illustration, who can to prepare the document like business requirement document, functional requirement document, approach note, to do the change request document, to draw the wireframes, prototype, to do the testing, to track the RTM each requirement, to do the UAT testing, to do the production deployment support. So that skill are very high demanding, and the IT projects are continuously working, and they need a business analyst. So that one of the factor. It is an impactful role. It directly contribute the business success, and effectively it helps the businesses to success their the business with IT solution, with IT teams. So IT system or the IT solution is a crucial part for each and every business. So they help us to success, and its role is heavily impacted. That role will give us opportunity to work with the senior management, higher level management, understand their requirement, continuously interacting with them from both the side, business side and the technical side. And versatility applicable across the various industries like IT, finance, healthcare, retail, insurance, BFSI, non-banking. So all their that role is required, and this role in understanding the business also and the technology also. So that's the unique skill itself we have. Then the problem solving creativity you should have to fulfill the work, involve the critical thinking, 360-degree way thinking, and to fulfill the the business requirement and the technical requirement, understand the feasibility, risks analysis. So it's give you the 360-day understanding, is that requirement feasible or not feasible in terms of economic, or in terms of budget, in terms of technology. So then the career growth, strong upgrade mobility and specialization opportunity. So it should be there, you should be define your sector, or you should define your the domain and specialize in that domain and with the business analyst knowledge. So that will be increase your chance. And the competitive salary, attractive compensation package, BA will get the decent and handsome packages in the market. You will easily earn 10 to 15 lakhs per year if you are the business analyst and your role is higher, so it will be get higher salary. So that's the benefits and to why you choose the business analyst role. So your career path or the course, or the who benefits from this course. So aspiring BA, the individual who are looking for the quick quick start in a career of business analyst, who are already working with other industry like banking, sales, healthcare product sales, or the other other than the industry, or who want to be a business analyst. So they are definitely get benefit from this course, and this course will help them how to become the business analyst, how to do the business BRD, FSD approach note, how the SDLC will work, how to do the stakeholder analysis. So that all these things I'll cover, and that will be definitely help you to crack the interview and to be a business analyst. And the IT developers or IT professional developer, QA, project manager, seeking to broaden their skill set, to they want to understand the roles and responsibility of business analyst, and they want how to work the business analyst. And if they want to be a business analyst profession, so that will be also definitely help them the that course. And the business stakeholder like manager, uh, the team lead, who want to understand the BA role better. So that's also help them how and how they want to understand the documents and the SDLC software development life cycle. They want to understand. They want to understand the stakeholder analysis. They want to budgeting things. So that will definitely help them this course. And the career changes, professional from other domains seeking to a new directions, the person who are working in the other domain like sales domain or the operation domain or the marketing domain, if they want to transact their career in the IT domain, or they want work experience in the IT domain, so that this course will help them. And the candidate who are recently graduated and they are looking the opportunity in the market, and they are ready to work hard and work into the IT industry. So this course will definitely help them for the looking for the practical and in demanding career path. I'll also cover the projects for the business analyst, so that will be definitely help you in entire thing. So that is there, and it is a very beneficial course for all of you. So then, what you will achieve over the course and objective after completing course, what you are achieving. So understand the core principle and methodology of business analyst, how the business analyst will work, what are the roles and responsibility of business analyst in each stage of SDLC, how he will do the requirement gathering, what are the requirement illustration technique he will use, why these techniques he will use, and what are the importance, how to do the stakeholder analysis, how to do the how to do the requirement analysis techniques like preparing wireframes, prototype, BPML models. Okay, draw the flow charts, use that things. I'll understand you. Okay, you should understand all these things, how to do their key concept, key terms, and then explain that features or function to the development, how to explain developers to do the UAT testing, to prepare the write down the RTM, to write down the test cases, and how to do the UAT testing, and then finally the deployment support. So I'll all these things I may explain you in details, and you can understand everything. The master's various requirement illustration technique from that course, I already mentioned you that thing. And develop the proficiency in documenting and managing the requirement, how to manage the requirement, how to transact the requirement, how to do the short the requirement, how to prioritize the requirement, what are the techniques are available to prioritize the just prioritization the requirement, how we translate the product backlog item to the sprint backlog item, how the product owner roles and responsibilities. So all these things I'll explain you in detail. And to learn create effective business process models like BPM and flow chart, wireframes, prototype, what are the tools or technique you should use to doing that thing. So all these things I'll explain you, and I'll give you gain the practical experience with the BA tools and technique. I'll practically explain you how to do that thing, what are the documents you should consider for that thing. So please complete that course and be a business analyst. And I'll be help you to preparation for the certificate like CBA, CCBA, and CBA if applicable to your course. I'm not done that course, but I'll definitely help you what if you have any open point, and that will also learn for me. So we will do also that thing. And the developing strong communication skill, analytical and problem solving skills should have. You should have the good communicator. You should understand. You should good listener. You should have the 360-degree way analytical thinking, and that's the problem solving skills you should get from this school. So let's course curriculum, how that course will work, what are the models in that course, and how we will learn from that course, what thing we will learn from that course. So the business analyst foundation, I'll be explain introduce you the business analyst, how the BA life cycle will work, what are the roles and responsibility of business analyst, what are the core competencies of business analyst, how to business analyst involve in the IT projects, how to do that thing. And then I'll explain you the stakeholder management and the communication of stakeholder, how to do the the RACI chart, how to prepare the RACI chart, what are the elements of RACI chart, how to do the impact and interest matrix, how to do do the influencer and the interest chart, how to do the stakeholder prioritization technique. So I'll explain you all these things, and the business analysis planning and the monitoring of the stakeholder. Then most important technique, that the enterprise analysis, where we will do the SWOT analysis, where the strength, weakness, opportunity and threat of the projects, and the pestle analysis, impact on the project, gap analysis, how to do the gap analysis. So all these things I'll explain you in enterprise analysis. Then the requirement types, business, stakeholder, transition, solutions. So introduction to the requirement types, I'll give you the detailed description on that part, so you can understand that things is also in the first model, that the business analyst foundation. And then we will move to the next model, that's the illustration and collaboration. So to use the requirement illustration technique like interview, workshop, brainstorming, jar session, survey, questionnaire, group discussion, team meetings, meetings, and understand the requirement, and prepare the document, facilitate the negotiation skill, conflict the resolution, conforming the illustration results, and stakeholder collaboration best practices. And to the documentation, I'll explain you entire thing when you use the what requirement realization technique to understand the stakeholder while we gathering the requirement, how to ask the questions to the stakeholder, how to gather the requirement, how to do no documentation, how to once the document is created, how to interact with the stakeholder, explain then that document. So that all the things I'll cover you in that course, and practical way we will do. Then the requirement analysis and documentation, analyze the requirement, decomposition, prioritization, verification and validation of requirement, short the requirement, what are the techniques you should use, the prioritization, Moscow technique is there, highly urgent or highly important matrix technique is there, important and urgency matrix. So I'll explain you that all the things in detail, how to do that things. And then the modeling technique like use case, user stories, data model, uh, process model, BPM and flow charts, wireframes, prototype, how to do the flow charts, what are the the tools are available to do that thing, how to write down the acceptance criteria, what is the definition of done, what is the the invest definition. So I'll explain you all these things in the modeling the technique, or how to draw the ERD diagram, entity relationship diagram. So that's there. And then the requirement documentation like the business requirement document, functional requirement document, functional specification document, technical document, in that write down the user stories, use cases, change request document, how to do the RTM, end user manual, test case document. So how to write down what are the key elements in each document, how to write down that document. So I'll explain you that thing in entire thing and in detail. So I'll be there for help you. Then the traceability matrix, how to work the traceability matrix, RTM we call, and the how to write the exceptions criteria. So all these things I'll write for you and explain you. So what is a positive flow, what is the alternative flow, what is the exceptional flow, how to write each stage in that flow, how to do. So that thing is there, and I'll explain you that thing in detail. So let's move on the next slide. So solution evaluation strategy, how to solution assessment validation, how to validate the requirement, how to check the requirement with the business team and the performance manager management measurement, how to measure the performance of your solutions, how actually implementing that solution, how the system should work, and then evaluation solution performance, is that appropriate or not, to do the strategic planning for the BA, to risk analysis mitigation techniques and change management for the BA. If there is some change request come from the business team, so how to manage the change, how to gather the requirement from the change request, and how to analyze that change request, how to document that change request, how to do the wireframes and prototype for that change request. Then the development is done, then how to do the UAT testing in that change request, and how should be in the production deployment support. So all these things I'll explain you in detail in the upcoming course, in this course, and please stay tuned with guys. So let's move on the learning by doing the practical approach. I'll be give you the case studies, real time scenarios, and I'll explain you that scenario. I'll take some examples from all the stages. How what are the question you should write down? How to do the wireframes and prototypes for that requirement. How how the developer, the tester will do the testings and the production deployment support. So I'll explain you and that's in the details, and hand on the exposure. I'll explain you that hands-on experience. I'll give you practical assessment, group activities, how to do that thing, and I'll consider the project work, the capstone project, and consolidated skills. I'll give you some example to create the capstone project, so that will help you to be work on that project, and that will help you to get the practical and hands-on experience. I'll review your projects, and if there is any challenging and if any update points, so I'll be help you to update that thing. So that will be help you to be a the business analyst. And then tool cover for entire that project, I'll cover the Jira, conflicts, Agile, Scrum. I'll work you how to do the Agile, Microsoft Visio, Lucidchart, Draw.io, InVision, Figma, Balsamiq. This tool I'll be cover for to draw the wireframes and prototype. Figma, Sketch, low fidelity Figma, high fidelity, do the wireframe. So that thing is there. Excel, Word document, PowerPoint presentations is there. So that's all the tools we will cover. We will cover the SQL part also, so you can understand the SQL queries and their the definition. So that will help you as a business analyst, and business analysts require the SQL knowledge. So that thing is I also cover. And then the who why the course or the BA, why choose or the BA course. So why you want to learn pursue this course. So experience, industry variants and practical knowledge. I am working since last more than 3 years as a business analyst, and what things I learned, I already done the business analyst certification from COPD. I have done the Agile Business Analyst Masterclass, SQL certification from the Udemy, and also I have done the Quantitative Finance and Risk Management certification from Indian Institute of Quantitative Finance. I done some financial engineering and the and, computational finance in mathematics. So that certification I have, and now I am pursuing MSc in financial engineering. I have completed MBA. I have done BSc in mathematics. So that much my knowledge will give you the understanding of that course, and relevant industry relevant communication design and meet the current market need. I'll help you what are the market requirement, what are the most of the job description wants, the key skills which you have as a business analyst, and the interactive learning environment, engagement sessions, QA and action. We discuss on the question and answer, the career support, I'll be help you to resume building interview preparation. I'll be taking your interviews and help you to how to give the answer for the how each answer, how your answer should look like, and how your resume should look like. That part I'll be help you. And certification alignment prepare you for the mention the certification like IIBA, PABA. So that certification I'll be help you how to do, how to the read their guidelines. And the post course mentorship is also there. So how to get the opportunity in the business analyst field and